Sentry mode activated. Target acquired.
So anyway, hey everyone, welcome back to our Flippin' Podcast. This is our 13th episode now. We're doing things a little bit differently this time. We have some sort of like script and talking point that we're going through, but not anymore. We're just going to kind of improv this, wing it, and we're just going to go from there. So this week we got Dr.Phil over here, who's not really a doctor and he's not really Phil. And then to the other side we got, as always, my homie Jin.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for hanging out for this week's episode. Like Fem said, we're going to be doing things a little bit off the cuff, a little bit differently, but it's going to be a little bit just more entertaining for you. I think just with this kind of vibe, it should be a little bit more connect to at least... Whoa, I just gibbered over myself, dude.
Well, you better fucking keep going.
Well, you can cut out that entire part, dude. Like, it's not really that big a deal. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say here right now, dude, without the script. I'm running backwards. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the loading screen. I'm Jin, and thank you, Phemeto, for the heads up. Now we're going to turn it over to Phil. Phil, what are you doing right now? It looks like you're moving out of your apartment.
I'm not. I've been living here for over a year now. I'm actually half Phil because my real name is Philip, but you guys don't know if I have a PhD or a certified doctor.
I feel pretty confident saying you don't have a PhD.
Hey, I'm only 21 years old. I might be a miracle kid or something.
Pretty confident that you're not.
Yeah.
Wait, you're seriously only 21?
Yes, I'm 21.
Holy fuck, I thought you were like 30.
Didn't you see my prior pics like a year ago? Where
I did.
I had a jihad beard.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, when you don't have the beard. Yeah, you got like super baby face.
But I do get it. I think 30 is one of the higher estimates. I think I've only heard that I'm 30 years old once. But usually people do try to estimate me around 25 years old. And I mean, I get it. I have a shaved head. I have a beard.
Who's calling you 25? Looking at your hairline alone, it looks like you're about 10 years older than I am, bro. I don't know who's telling you that.
Take that cap off. Take it off right now.
Yeah, Jin's got hair, dude. So everyone
I
who
just
does
want
it,
to let you know my hairline is not receding.
Phil, I think I got you beat, bro. Even by
Dude,
about
my hairline has
years,
been the
homie.
same since I was a kid.
You want me to zoom in? Look at that. I got plenty of saplings still, dude. I'm good.
I think it looked better with the cap on. Yeah.
for people who
Now
don't
you
know,
look like
or sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I just wanted to let people know, if they don't know who Phil is another Monster Hunter player / runner. Granted, he's more playing than running lately. And he does play Sword and Shield, and we're trying to get him back into doing shit since Sword and Shield got buffed to high heavens. So, just so you know, it's not like I got a Pokemon player and then like fucking, a Dota player over here. We all play Monster Hunter.
Jin doesn't.
Not anymore.
He thinks he does.
I have more recent world records than you, Phil.
Show me.
They're
Oh
already
fuck,
up.
you have one green run. I'm sorry. My apologies.
1-0.
A monster that nobody runs.
Well, no, I mean, come on. Phil's got one run, which we have here
No,
today.
it's
It's just
not a
not
world
very
record,
good.
Phil speed ran the install on Monster Hunter and then gave up. That's what he speed ran so far. That's about his only speed run for Iceborne, guys. I'm sorry.
I won't take that.
Gotta get
Show-
some
show
more
me a
I mean,
runs.
to be fair, I'm currently working on Temple Grüner Gigante. I've kind of lost my motivation to do Shara Ishvalda after I've seen Ducky's Shara run, since he has like every world record for Shara Ishvalda. And I
Really?
don't know how
Ducky
he
does?
Yeah, he has a fuck ton of Shara runs,
Huh.
and it's the tricks he used against Shara really made my head explode.
Did he cheat?
I thought it's so shit on head.
Did he cheat, though? That's the only thing. Did he cheat?
Is he on
that's the
PC?
question. Is he on PC? Then the run
The fuck
doesn't
do I know?
Oh, you know if it's on PC. If it was a fast run that made you have disbelief and it was a world record, it was on PC, which means it was cheated. That's at least how the consensus is so far.
True.
Right.
PC runs aren't worth anything. If it's not on PS4,
I mean, to be fair, that's how it fucking is now. I mean, this is PC runs aren't worth shit.
to be fair,
So, The fact that I just found out about this kill button, let me just take over the conversation for a second here. We'll just start this off as our first building block here. So, for those of you that don't know, I thought that I was actually, in the know and I knew, the tricks and trades of this game and all the evolutions of the exploits. I didn't know that there was a button that you can fucking push to kill monsters. I did not know that that was literally a thing. And to have that in this game really nullifies pretty much everything that all of us have spent time doing.
Wait, what do you mean a button to push to kill monsters?
Do you mean the attack button?
No, there is a kill button on a trainer program that you run as an EXE to kill the monster.
I know which program you're
yeah,
talking
I mean,
about.
that's fucking been a thing forever.
I didn't know!
I'm pretty sure you could have also done that with Cheat Engine if you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's absolutely stupid. Had I known this, I probably would have made some big changes in the games I was playing, because there's no way to even track all this shit without personal review on a manual level. That's absolutely absurd.
I mean, you can count the damage. It's not that
Well,
hard.
I know, but that's a little
So now
ridiculous.
I gotta sit there and fucking watch your guys' nerd-ass runs because you guys want to cheat to make sure my shit's valid? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Fuck that.
Bro!
Jin, you play on PC too.
Yeah,
True.
apparently. I was called
So
a
you
cheater,
just
and
admitted that you're a cheater.
I'm the only PS4 player to be banned from mods on PS4 from the TA Wiki site. I'm the only person, so I win that one too.
Oh, that's
Best
right.
action
They
out.
removed all your PS4 runs.
Really?
Yeah, that super homie Crim
was it
Dog
just
said I
like
had
the-
PS4 mods, because that's the thing,
Was
you
it-
know? You can mod your PS4, I guess.
I mean, you can.
Was it just like the same thing what happened back then with speedrun.com, where they took down every run since, well, it was on PC?
Yeah, something like that. They mass removed everything like a year ago or whatever because of the mods. I don't remember
Come
the
on.
specifics, but yeah.
Who's posting on speedruns.com?
I was.
He
I like
did.
that website.
He
You did?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, that was awesome.
I did
That's one of
too.
the mods.
Wow. Wait, what runs?
What runs? All of my runs. Every run I did, I put on speedrun.com.
All
In
of my
base game,
runs
dude.
in base game. Oh, that's true. You did play a bunch of base game. Right.
A bunch. I had almost
I
every
have like
class.
25 Iceborne runs. Hold on, now I gotta look at my runs because Phemeto's got me acting like I didn't.
You don't have
anything for
25 Iceborne runs. You got like, of different monsters, you've got like 4.
Iceborne. No, I've got.
I'd say at best 6.
You guys are absolutely out of control. Azure,
Nah.
Kirin, Legiana, Nargacuga, Glavinus, Yangaruga, Teos. Look at this. This is what I'm looking at my first
7.
Fuck you guys. That was within 3
How much
seconds.
closer? 7 to 25.
Bill, can you read one? Read one you did.
Oh, fuck, you got me. Shit.
Oh, okay. There we go then. Thank you, Phil.
I was wondering which fucking letter I'm looking at in...
So it's not
Oh, that's
that
close.
many, but I mean, it's definitely more than 1 or 4 or whatever you guys gave me. Jesus fucking Christ.
We estimated 5 to
Tough
6.
Tough crowd.
I mean, to be fair, I don't have very many either, because like all 30 of mine are in Rune and Gigante.
You don't have 30.
Jokes aside, that probably says something though, right? Like realistically, you know, when you look at, 3 different people from different levels or different communities of the weaponry, right? And yet all of us are kind of a little bit behind on it, but yet we're in the Discord talking about it every day. We talk about playing it every day. We give insight on it every day, but yet we're really not doing the runs. Kind of shows that there might be a, proof in the pudding, kind of a fundamental flaw somewhere. And
Well, a lot of people aren't doing it because Iceborne fucking sucks to run.
No, that's not even my issue, personally. I'm just currently trying to change up my daily schedule, and trying to fit in Monster Hunter just isn't not as easy as it used to be, especially back then when I did a lot of base game runs. I was still living together with my mom, and then I moved out, and it suddenly everything changed quite rapidly. And somebody texted me.
Oh, we never showed what we were drinking. I forgot we're supposed to do that. It's hard to do shit when we don't have scripts anymore.
I got nothing.
Don't blame it on the script.
So,
Blame it on you.
yeah, okay, you can blame it on me. So I'm gonna start with. I've already been drinking today, but I have a mysterious unlabeled liter of beer that I got from a microbrew place. It's supposed to be a pale ale. It's pretty good, but I don't know. There's no labels, so. Yeah.
Phil, what are you sipping?
Oh, I'm sipping a mixture, a German beverage called Guatmas. It's a mixture of dark beer,
And cherry coke.
Coca-Cola, and cherry liquor.
Yeah, I've
And
had
it
that
looks
when
like
I was
this.
at Germany.
It's so fucking good.
It's pretty good. People think it's weird. Yeah, beer and coke and cherry liqueur. Mm.
It sounds weird, and at first in Germany we have a drink called Radler, which is just a mixture of like Sprite and any sort of beer,
Yep.
whatever you prefer. And of course, as a joke, it's more of a women drink. So at first, when most people hear about Gosmas, they think about it's more of a drink for women. But it's so good, and I know so many people who love it too. It's become quite popular in my group of friends. I think about 3 years ago I was introduced to it, and since then I love it. It's my favorite drink, and
Cool.
It's one of those very few drinks I'd even drink outside of trying to get drunk.
Just have it to have it.
It just tastes this good.
Jin,
Sad but true.
what do you got over there?
Oh, you know me, man. I'm a big American winning machine, so I got a big ass bottle of big American whiskey, dude. Let's do this shit today. I'm ready to fucking get drunk.
Good. Also, that comment on women's drink, I don't know about other places, but fucking women here in the U.S. drink, I think, way more than men do. Like, I was at a birthday party yesterday for my sister, and she had like fucking 9 of her friends around, and they were fucking pounding shots of tequila and whiskey all night. I was like, you guys are fucking insane.
That was
Oh,
abnormally
I
sexist.
see.
That was definitely abnormally sexist and behind 2020 for sure, Phil. I can tell you don't.
No,
drink with
I
lot
mean
of
a
women.
fucking like a Cosmo. That's a pretty fucking girly drink, but I'm just saying.
You put down 5 of those, dude. That's like having 5.5 shots, or even more than that, dude. You get fucked.
I have to agree. I know more women that can easily drink me under the table than I do men. So,
Phil, name 5 girls you know fast. Go, real life.
Linda,
Phil's first thought was, "What's my mom's name?"
hey, at least I know more than 7. Still more than you have rounds.
I love you, Phil. Oh, we're gonna have to edit a lot of this shit out. Oh my god, this is good.
Why? You're not working? Don't matter.
It's an excellent point. Excellent point. Excellent point. Should we get a pound of beer? Pound of beer, real
Yeah,
quick?
well, I'm not pounding this whole fucking thing, but we can go. So.
Oh, so now we're just changing the rules.
I can't down the whole fucking liter in an
Why not?
instant.
Maybe you
Because
should
I'm a
have-
little bitch is why. I'm a wine sipper,
going
Jin.
to- I'm not going to down this either.
Real quick, can I get both of you to say into your microphones, I'm not a big dog? Can we just get that confirmed, please? I'm not a big dog from both of you
Jin,
guys.
I'm not a big dog. Jin, I'm a wine sipper.
Fuck you.
Dude, I seen you piss pound stuff, Phemeto. I gave you, like, I think I was like, Phemeto, drink this. You were
Okay,
like, all right.
for real,
And
so
you just put it down.
I can't drink the whole thing because this is my only one, and then I have to go open up like a bottle of wine or something. And
Oh, my bad.
I don't
Or,
want to drink too fast
Is that
then.
a bad thing? Is that a bad thing that you might crack into a
well,
bottle
I
of
had
wine?
mimosas earlier, beer now, and when I can't put wine on top, I'm just gonna fuck up everything. You can't mix a bunch of different liquors.
Or can you?
I mean, you
Or
can.
can you?
You can, I guess.
I've drunk some horrible shit in my life.
Anyway, let's drink.
Let's just walk
celebrate.
by that.
Yeah.
I'm not downing it though.
That's fine. I don't give a shit. You better take a big ass gulp though.
Cheers. Yeah, man, gulp that shit down. There we go.
Okay.
Opa!
Okay.
Boo, 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 ah, boo.
My
So-
apologies.
So, anyway, as we were talking a bit earlier, so Phil, you are still playing Iceborne, even though a lot of people aren't, and we're all kind of stepping
Yes,
away from
and-
it. What are you
For my
doing
next
though?
week, I want to do all those old high rank monsters that aren't available through the mod. I still haven't done that.
Wait, what do you mean all monsters that aren't
Like
available?
regular Savage Jho and Master Rank, regular Buzzer Juice and Master Rank.
So are those any different than the high rank counterparts? Do they actually have any new attacks or anything?
I don't know. Just Arcantorix told me those monsters are way less fun than their variants, since the HP is so scaled up to mastering. It's a nightmare.
Well,
He told me they aren't fun at all.
Well, and especially because most of the Master Rank versions got way better at quality of life changes, like Devil Joe. His roar is dodgeable, and the original wasn't. His counter, yeah, you can't. I mean, you can. It's fucking tiny frame. I've dodged it one time, but you can't dodge regular Devil Joe's roar. You can on Savage
I
though.
think it wasn't that the gimmick about Savage Jho and every other Monster Hunter too. In the older
Probably,
one,
but I think you could.
give me a easy dodge.
I think you could. I'm not too familiar.
You could, but it was finicky. At least the monster part with that, the frame window was very tight.
Yeah, I think it's like uber tight. But there's that, and then like the counter bites for Savage Jho actually puts his head towards you, whereas regular Joe fucking topples him halfway across the map, and he's got like his back towards you. Really annoying. Vaal Hazak, you can't topple him off leg break in master rank, but you can in high rank. So,
I think honestly, Blackreaper Hazak is way less fun than the original. Even though the original was.
Well, everyone thought like the original Vaal Hazak was boring, and yeah, I get it. He's pretty slow, and he's just a big HP sponge. But Black Veil, fucking sucks.
I think for casual gameplay, he's fine. He's not the best, but he's fine. But for speedrunning, I tried to speedrun him for an hour, and I haven't gotten any clue what to do. If you go into a run and have zero clues what to do, it's frustrating, because that felt like you've actually had to hunt the monster.
Oh no, we actually have to hunt the monsters? I know, that's what people fucking
I'm
say.
a non-TA runner, okay?
Okay, well, yeah, if you're playing non-TA, it should be 100% script lock for the entire thing. But
yeah.
But you can't really lock elders all that well. I mean, you can, but not crazy.
Jin can. Why can't I?
Because you're not Jin.
That's true.
One thing that you guys were talking about previously on with Val, I think it's really interesting how limiting it is when they do a monster near an environmental effect, like a rock drop or anything along those lines, because it really does change the entire meta of how you're going to be running things. From a non-TA standpoint, you now have to incorporate a clagger, a wallbang, a rock drop, so you kind of have to base your moves, your plan around these moves. And I think in some TA cases, you have to do it around avoiding those situations, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So, as much as I love using the environmental effects, and I'm sure there's people who enjoy dodging around them, it really does limit your play style from the competitive aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because you're either going to spend time incorporating stuff away from the run and avoiding it if you're doing TA, or you're going to incorporate it into the run. So kind of my view is how it kind of sets the tone. I'm not sure how I feel about environmental effects just across the board, period, because how I've seen that. After I saw, everyone calling it Monster Hunter Arenaborn for Iceborne when it first came out, because it was the same thing, drop the rock, clagger, do whatever, then kill the monster in like 2 minutes. It got pretty limiting.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the reason why they were doing that is because they changed how limps work from base game to master rank, and you can't stop monsters from fucking limping. They just... Because, remember, in base game, if you staggered them...
That's not true.
Yeah, hold on a minute. So if you staggered a monster in base game, it would turn around and fight you for a few more seconds before trying to limp away again.
Yes.
And Iceborne Mastering, they don't. They will, you stagger them, they will just keep fucking running away.
No, it's different than that. It's inconsistent. Some monsters haven't been updated in their AI to do that. Some old monsters still have the old limping behavior.
Like who?
I don't know which ones exactly, but it's true. I've seen it with my own eyes. I think... I don't know about Queen, but some old monsters still have the old AI.
I assume some elders probably behave similarly. No, I know fucking Tio, because I did Tio, and if you don't kill Tio before he gets up to limp away, you're fucked. Yeah. Unless you get the topple, but if you're one stagger behind, it's fucking impossible. But anyway, I don't know. It's just that's the reason why people started doing arena, because like all the optional quests or monsters, they limp at 20% of their HP, and you can't fucking stop them. It's just such a hassle to chase them down and finally kill them in their goddamn area.
I wish that's the reason that people did it, but I don't think so, man. I think it's because it's 10 times easier. How many new people did you see coming out that were just doing that same thing? I saw a million new runners come out just doing the same arena stuff. And guess what? Now that there's stuff like outside the arena, they don't do it. I haven't seen any of those same runners at all. So I don't know, man. I feel like it was it lowered the bar for the competitive aspect. Like it just
yes,
it made scripted runs a lot easier. And for me personally, it's way more comfortable to play with, since you don't have to worry about different levels of RNG, since you have your boulder, you have a wallbang, you might have a KO from Impact Mant or whatever, and the run is done for non-TA.
Right.
So that's really all you have to worry about, trying to get a script that works on those monsters.
But I didn't see. I don't mind that. It's a script. You have to get a script down and lock the monster. The problem is every script is the fucking same. That's the only problem.
That's true, but
That's the problem.
if
Yes.
the arena
It's the
set up
same
for that
shit.
way, it can't be avoided.
Yeah. Like if
No
we
matter
had
what weapon we had, it was the same thing. It was jump down there, hit the rock in the face, so the thing kind of looked around, then do your 3-spin on it, and then have the rocks drop it. Like it was the same thing for every single run for the first 3 months.
The thing is, it would be even better in base game too, but the main issue is you weren't able to do drunk bird into that arena, and in base game the runs were so short that it wasn't worth it trying to run up to a monster for 20 plus seconds just to have a boulder.
That
so
too.
if we didn't have drunk bird or anything like that, like really good spawns in base game, I bet we would have seen arena runs a lot more in base game too.
You know what? I had a weird idea. So I know Asterisk and some of the other modders were working on custom maps.
Mm-hmm.
What if we could get custom arenas with themed for each biome that had different environment stuff in them?
I think the first step would be cooler to just modify the basic arena first, since it's a lot easier than trying to create a whole new custom map and then go from there. But the idea sounds a lot cooler since it makes it visually more appealing, and every hunt at least looks slightly different.
Well, and it would have different stuff. Like rather than just everything has a rock up ahead. Like if you're in the forest area, you could have like the tree with the vine trap there, or if you're in the coral area, you could have like those fucking water pads that trap monsters, or if you're in the Rotten Vale, you could have 2 of the teeth pillars up there or something.
But then, if you have the forest boulder or the bone teeth, the issue is you wouldn't even have to use lever. You can just throw a pot at them and they'd fall down.
I mean, yeah. But at the same time, is a lever that big of a deal? I mean,
it takes
it's 2
5
more seconds. But if we're making custom maps and crap like that, then the times are out the window anyway. You just have a new standard at that point.
But I'd be down for that, or just don't include any of those environmentals since they're cheap.
Well, that's just
and
TA
monsters
rules.
don't live long enough. You could. You could try to argue that weapons like lance should have the ability to use a boulder.
No, I don't like that. I like every weapon being gauged on their own playing field. I don't think that they should have special rules. The only ones I think that should is things that need the pods to do stuff like loading the Wyvern Stick Blaster Gun Lance and doing like the Kinsect buff for Insect Glaive. And I think TA allows that now. You can use like a rock or a dung pot or something to load.
I know for a great sword you can just throw dung pots since it's it allows you to shortcut to the true charge slash.
Right. Now, is that TA allowable?
Yes, I've seen a TA Glavenus run, the 3 minutes and 9 seconds one, where he always dodges the tail attack and tries to force him into it. There he uses that pot shortcut a lot.
Okay.
So I assume it's allowed.
That's fine, because I'm pretty sure Bo can use dung pods for 1,000 dragons. So
I'm also pretty sure dung pods in general are allowed in TA. No.
Yeah, they are. You can use dung pods to like make monsters look.
So
and
why
stuff.
wouldn't you be able to use Slinger
Can't
Burst?
use any items. No items, but you can throw poop. No mantles, but you can throw poop. It's completely.
Dude, dung is
viable.
over fucking powered. And there's so
it's
much
the most
shit you can do with
important,
dung.
powerful thing in the game. That every run, it's the most powerful item in the game. Dung pod, easily, without a doubt. What kind of meta is that? Poop throwing. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
We're slinging
Let's do a
shit.
shot. Let's do a shot. Let's do a shot to poop.
I don't have shots, but I'll
I don't have a
try
shot
more.
either.
All right.
Shot to poop.
Let me take a drink from the vodka bottle.
All right. Couple more
Not a
shots,
good
and I'm gonna think Phil's runs are good.
You keep putting an S at the end of that word, Jen.
I bet if we asked Phil to turn the camera to his PS4 right now, I bet Monster Hunter's not installed. $100. Phil, in fact, prove me wrong. Let's go look at this.
I have it right here.
No, but let's see if it's installed.
It
Who
is.
fucking
It
deletes
is!
games?
He just says it is. He doesn't even show us. He just says it. He's like, it is.
I'm not going to turn on my TV for you.
Oh, how convenient. Now your TV doesn't turn on. It's one button, but yet it's so difficult. Oh.
I don't even know where my remote control is.
But
Come
now
on,
the
man.
remote is gone, even though the TV has a button on the side. Oh, do we got runs for today? I think we do have runs for today. We have a couple somewhere.
Yeah, we do.
Do you see the TV? Do you see it?
Can we see it? I think we do need to see it.
Oh god, I just turned it on.
Think about it. Think about it. This PS4 has done one run in 6 months.
I'm using it frequently. I have Bloodborne now. It's a great game. Come on, man.
Dude, I haven't turned on my PS4 in so long.
You gotta
See,
get Final Fantasy.
then you have to blame him for buying himself a PS4 that he doesn't use.
I mean, I
Final
did
Fantasy VII.
a lot, but I don't use it anymore. I haven't touched it literally since Iceborne came out on PC.
Why would you? There's no point, man. Like, it's the only way to play the game. It's just, you don't get validated by some new people. That's all.
It's so come on, man.
I see
think
it.
so.
It says
You
start.
see it, but
Step one in the right direction, buddy. There you go.
fuck
Okay.
you. Shut the fuck up.
Well, okay, so the first run, actually, I wanted to show off here when Phil's not breaking stuff. Is what I'm
I'm
going
only breaking some sauce.
is I'm gonna dub the Thornpod bug heard round the world.
Oh, is this
Because-
the one that we were talking about?
I
the other
haven't
day?
seen that one yet.
Okay, so we're gonna watch it with no commentary at first,
Okay.
and then you let me know when you guys are ready.
All right, hold on.
I'm ready when you are.
Hold on, I got loaded up. Hold on. And then you do countdown to play. You just hit 3, 2, 1 or something.
All right, and then Phil, you're gonna tell me what happened.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1, let's go.
There we go. All right.
I'm excited. Okay.
So
Oh,
this
it's a
run
dual
brought up
player.
some conversations on our Discord, and so we're gonna have Phil watch the run, diagnose it, and what Phil just describe what you see, and then I want to see how you feel at the end.
So far it's the usual non-TA shit. So okay, the hammer everybody grapples onto him. Okay. Wallbang, okay, very nice. Top tier gameplay.
Why let a monster move?
It's on the ground and it's KO. What do you mean?
フレ来たらそっち行きますね。
Okay, it got up and wallbang again. Okay. It didn't go rage though. Now it's rage. And it's KO again. What's so special about it?
Oh, you'll see.
Paralyzed? Oh, is that the arena quest?
Yeah, this is the arena quest.
It's in an arena.
レンジが
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, he doesn't have a slinger. But he still does the slinger stuff?
So, in this particular run, we were it was being questioned. I wasn't a part of this because this was about 10 seconds faster than the console run. And so,
Yes.
it was immediately suspected that there was foul play involved. Now, if you go to, where is it, right? At 141, go to 141,
Yeah.
where he does his 1,000 dragons. And you'll
Yes.
hear and see that there is a fuck ton of numbers.
Yes, I do.
So, there was much debate in the whole fucking Discord for like 4 days on what the hell happened, because Apparently they thought it was cheated because they couldn't account for like a couple thousand damage, and they were wondering how it was so fast and blah 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 blah. And then it turns out, so Phil, are you aware of in the base game for the beta there was a thing called Torchpod bug?
I think I've seen it once, but I've haven't seen early footage of Monster Hunter except for the overpowered slice ammunition.
So back in the beta, this was even before Slice, there was a thing called Torchpod bug, where if you stacked a bunch of torch pods on the same spot, you could basically hit the monster multiple times in frames.
Yes. I've seen that with Nergigante, right?
Yes, with Nergigante,
Yes,
you could do like
okay,
explosions and stuff would trigger multiple times. So what happens here is, we found out is a thing that if you line up thorn pods, I assume it's going to work with other things else, and they stack on the same spot, it'll basically recreate that and hit multiple bajillions of times, and basically get 2, 3, 4 times the amount of hits in. So people weren't aware at the time, but this is a bug that basically does just obscene amounts of damage. If you pause it around 142, you can see the amount of fucking hits in is absurd. And this went on for days. People were dissecting the run and trying to recreate it and figure out what the fuck was going on. And I'll tell you what, it made some great divides in the community for PC running versus consoles, even more than there was before.
Oh yeah.
Over this little thing that, because people suspected cheating and foul play, and this is from actually a very well-known bow runner, and people suspected cheating, and turns out no, just happened to be a bug. Not after a lot of feelings were hurt and a lot of people were being called out and a lot of shit went down, and we lost a lot of people in the Discord too. Yeah, it's basically a lot of drama, which is it weird that like Monster Hunter drama, maybe it's just because we're a part of the community, it just seems to be just it's so abundant. Like every little thing causes people to freak out, but I guess it's just people in general these days.
I mean,
right?
if stuff happens like Yue, who just takes off 7k HP from a monster to get a world record, yeah, that people should be upset about that.
Okay,
my question is, does that bowrunner, did he know in advance that he was trying to perform a glitch?
Yes, I believe that is the consensus, that they were well aware of what they were doing. But at the same time, as much as, yeah, nobody likes abusing glitches, this was within the confines of the arena quest, where basically you have a pre-selected amount of shit. You're expected to do whatever it takes. There's no rules in arena. It is an arena quest.
Are there TA rules for arena quests specifically?
No. There's no TA arena quests.
Well,
I mean, you could technically do it, but they don't.
I think
well,
it's
in that
completely
case, I think
valid that they did it
using
that
it.
way. I don't think there's any issue with what they did. I don't think there's any issue with the way that they did it. I think it's incredible. I think so for sure, because again, I've been gone for like 48 hours. So that's confirmed. That's what it is. It's not missing damage. That's just what it is. It's just
yes, it is not cheating. It is straight up a bug with stacking slinger ammo on the same spot, just the same as Torchpod was back in the day.
Completely valid then. Everybody should be doing it. Now you got some new meta shit. You wouldn't say that
No. My own take on this. I think personally, if the issue is in Monster Hunter World, we do not have a separation of glitchless and, well, any percent. We don't have that. We have TA rules and non-TA.
Well,
that's glitchless and not glitch. That's the division.
No,
right there.
that's different, Jin, because there's not very many abusable glitches in Monster Hunter games. They're pretty solid.
Glitch really is AI, and AI isn't a glitch. It's just an exploit. You can't compare a glitch to an exploit.
It's not a glitch, it's an exploit. That's kind of the same
if
thing.
the AI is shit and you exploit that shitty AI, it's not a glitch. It's given from the game to you.
What?
You know, I see what you're saying. Exploits has such a negative connotation, but exploiting something means that you see a weakness or a flaw and you're abusing it.
Sure.
And I don't see that as a negative thing. Now, a glitch, something that shouldn't happen, and you're abusing that, something that should not be a part of a thing, and you're making it, you know, something to use, that's totally different. I see where Phil's coming from.
I'm not
look
going
at
to split
speedrun.
hairs here because neither one of
Glitchless
them are
runs.
intended to be in the game. So, I mean, it's not intended to be in there. If you're using it, it's the same thing. TA is the same as using glitches, or non-TA is the same as using glitches.
No, I don't.
I'm just
think it is.
comparing it to every regular other speedrun. On other speedruns, you have exploits in glitchless runs, since exploits are basically given you by the game because it's coded in the wrong way. But a glitch is something that should never ever occur. For example, if a boss monster in Pokemon or whatever always does the psychic type move against the poison type, even if it's a status move like recover.
I saw Twitch plays Pokemon too.
I watch a lot of Pokemon speedruns. Anyway, you know Gen 1 Pokemon has really bad AI when they use psychic type moves that are status moves like Reflect against you, even though they don't deal damage all the time. Or the Dewgong from Lorelei, who uses Rest every time, since it's technically a super effective move. That is an exploit. Even though you don't try to get it, it's still considered to be an exploit, but it's not a glitch because it's from the AI. You do not make that decision. It is in the game, and you might be able to take advantage of it. That's why it's called an exploit.
That's a case-by-case basis. You can't apply any of that shit to Monster Hunter. Everything you just said has no basis in this. Here, let me explain to you. So, answer this question, Phil. When you were able to proc evasion off a monster falling on you, is that a glitch or is that an exploit?
I'm pretty sure that's a mechanic they've added to Monster Hunter.
No, they took it away.
They removed it.
So they removed it. So is it a glitch or an exploit?
They didn't tell us.
Exactly. So I'm asking you, what is your definition of it?
It had coded that the monster, when it falls over, since not every monster had it, is counted as a hit towards the player, even though you got hit by nothing or a tiny teeny.
Does it? Okay, so when monsters fall, does that proc anything? Like, is there any monster fall that you need tremor res or wind pressure resistance, or does it deal damage? Is there anything that would justify the hitbox for monsters falling?
No, that's the thing. But not every monster had it. For example, Valhazak, you weren't able to do that.
Yes, you were. What?
No, if you tripped, you weren't able to proc evasion.
Phil, go watch my run. Go watch my run.
Do you remember when I tried to get evasion proc off of Heroics Valhazak? It never happened.
You're right. I think you can't off that. I think you can't off that.
SSH 0703.
Now, are you procking it off of his fall or just his effluvial aura when he splits?
You can't proc it off of his effluvial aura. He staggers you before you can even try to dodge.
You can 100% proc it off.
You can proc it off. Dude, yes, you can. Even I know
Phil,
that.
you smoke crack, bro. Your hair's gone because you smoke crack. You got to stop. You can 100% do it. Like, there was like 50 runners that did it that way.
When I broke his claw and the effluvial shit comes into my face, that sounds kind of wrong. Don't take that out of context. And his effluvial aura comes out of his claw after breaking it. You already got staggered before you were able to do an input. 100%, I'm sure.
So go ahead and look at my run right now, and I'll show you that you're wrong. No offense.
Jen, do you want to link that run? We'll watch that run really quick.
Yeah, we'll just load it up real quick.
You gotta link it.
Because back then, we were wondering how SSH got the evasion proc from Valhazak, and we came to the conclusion that there was a Barnos on off screen, and he conveniently rolled through that. Hey, that's arc-tempered Valhazak. I don't know how arc-tempered is. I don't know if there's any difference on him.
Well, you said you couldn't proc it off the effluvial.
Let's watch the run, and
let's watch it.
So.
Okay. All right, we're going after the dragon.
Wait, are you already watching?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I turned it on. Yeah.
We're gonna get it. All right. Here's where we throw. All right.
Jin and
his
daughter, what's her name?
There you go. Proc it right there.
He's coming. Oh, he's coming. All right.
I proc it at 26 seconds off the effluvia. You see me procking it off the effluvia? I procced it again at 37 seconds.
Hold on, let me
The thing is, on my Valhazak run, whenever he was actually able to proc his effluvia, I died. Since at some point in the run, I had to move into his effluvia.
35
and
seconds.
I had literally 1 HP, so 1 effluvia proc killed me.
Yeah, okay, so you can't proc it off rolls because his aura does do shit. Now,
I've tried to proc it off screams and then stagger him before he before he procs his aura, which is possible, but it wasn't worth it waiting for him to scream. Ironically.
Yeah, you procced
Even
it
though
again
that's
too.
the
Interesting.
Yeah, that's cheating. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
exploit
that's
or whatever you want. It's a cheat. It's cheating. It's non-TA. It's cheating.
No, the ledge is
You
cheating.
told played for you. That's cheating.
Anything in this game is cheating. Any way you play it, it's cheating.
Is there people
I
gonna
like
stop
how she
fucking
almost
carrying,
put it
dude?
up.
Like, I don't know why people go absolute 8-shit over anything. It's ridiculous.
Oh man,
Quarantine.
I miss watching.
Quarantine.
It might be quarantine. People are stuck at home and just antsy.
They got nothing else to do, so they start freaking out about Discord stuff and world records that don't matter on websites that are non-existent anymore.
Yeah,
People
rip
have always
shits.
been that way, even before Corona.
Other runs we got
Do
to
we
look at.
have an update on Shins? I know he's done with that website. Is there someone taking over for it? Are we making a new website?
I've asked
They already
him,
got a new one up. They already got.
Oh,
a
they
new one
do.
up. Yep.
Oh, we got to start shilling that. Okay, so who's in charge of the new website?
So his name is String, and he has been posting instructions on it. If I pull it up right now, he's got the website. It should be pinned to new site mhwleaderboards.com. Right now, it's got 6-star, 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star. There is a ranking system as well that's under construction. They do have a bunch of runners listed with the amount of runs that they have up as well. And it's supposed to be easier to scale than the previous website. They're just kind of getting everything ran. Right now, the idea is to preserve as many of the previous runs that they can and kind of get everything kind of just a baseline so they're kind of stable to go from there.
Okay, and then what's the process through approving runs? Is he the only one that's going to be looking through them, or is other people doing it, or how does that work?
So it sounds like they've got 3 or 4 people now that are going to be doing verification. So the runs to submit are 100 times easier now to upload than they were previously. There's some type of scale check where the runs then go to whoever they need to go to, and then once they're done, they're automatically kind of flagged for everyone to view. So in theory, this should be much smoother for everybody, much less stressful on the owner and operators, and kind of an easier database for everything.
All
Now
right.
we just got to get some monsters for us to kill again.
I am so lazy. I never post any of the runs. Like, even though Shins was up, I never posted any of my runs or gave him the Shin. I'm just too fucking lazy to link him and DM him or something.
But it's so easy.
I know. I've had this weird stigma. As much as I love leaderboards and I like looking at, Shin's wiki and stuff, or Shin's leaderboards and this new thing that I'm gonna take a look through, I have such a bad stigma of posting shit to leaderboards, all because. Okay, so I know I'm only popular because of Monster Hunter World, but I played Monster Hunter and did speedruns in previous games. Not as much, but I still did them. Where all you had posted was like screenshots of like all your items and quest times and all that stuff. But the TA Wiki board would never accept runs outside of Japan. So if you had an English game, no dice, no, doesn't matter, they wouldn't post them. So I never posted my runs. I never posted them on the TA Wiki board when they accepted, non-American runs. I never posted them when they accepted PC runs. I never posted them on Shins. I just don't post them. So it's the only reason why I even made a fucking YouTube account is to just post my shit because the TA Wiki would never accept them anyway. And I'm so solidified in that. I'm just like, fuck it, I don't give a shit.
The thing is, you can on Shin's website, somebody else can submit it. Somebody else can submit it for you.
Oh, really? Wait, what? How
Yes,
does that work?
I'm pretty sure you can submit it. Please, I'm pretty sure everybody can submit it.
How about you drink up a couple more and you might be able to just forget your words.
Drink more. Drink a
Submit.
lot more.
Yeah.
Submit. Everybody can submit.
Phil, come on.
Anyone
Drink
round.
more.
I'm gonna pour a shot. I'll pour a shot because Phil fucking went half sideways on us.
It happens. I don't really have many people to practice English with. Actually, I don't have anybody.
Wait, you always type in English in Discord. Do you not speak English often?
The only way for me to practice English is either by myself at home or on stream, which is also at home by myself. So I don't have anybody to talk English to.
Okay, fair enough.
So what you're hearing right now is the product of me not having anybody around who speaks English.
Well, good on you for learning 2 languages. I'm just a simple white folk over here, and I can't speak fucking anything else.
I've tried to speak French. I tried. I had a French class for 6 years, and I still can't really say much else or create any phrases or sentences outside of "Je m'appelle Philippe," which basically is my name is Philip.
Dude, I was so lazy in high school because out here we're required to take other languages in high school. As I took the laziest one, which was sign language, because here in California there's a lot of deaf people and there's like schools for the deaf, so it's a legitimate thing to learn out here in California. I didn't learn jack shit. Don't know how to use it at all.
I bet you remember something. Come on, show it off.
I don't even remember how to do the alphabet. So I am really bad. I don't know, dude.
Speaking of really bad, do you guys want to read off some wonderful quotes about how shitty we all are at our video games that we try to practice on?
Okay, so
Please, not Steam community posts, please.
This is my new favorite thing to do. Oh yeah, next week we'll do Steam community posts, but right now we just got what we got.
I should totally... Jenny, could you send those that I sent you to Phil? Let me grab them really quick.
Yeah, let me snag these up right here.
I need to get stuff off the Steam community. I haven't been doing that. Yeah, they're pretty funny.
I only get
Good ones.
some people send me Steam community posts, and they're always 100% awful to read through.
Dude, don't go. Anyone that's like listening to this, don't go to the Steam forums.
Don't do it.
Just don't.
Either you get a headache or you get a laugh, and in most cases,
There's more civil
You more or less
discussions
get a
on
headache and
GameFAQs than there is on Steam community.
GameFAQs is horrible, dude. That's
Okay, serious question. Would you rather be on GameFAQs or Steam community?
I'd
Chat.
say Steam
Or chat.
community because that's an actual application on your desktop, while GameFAQs is an old ass gaming forum. So Steam looks at least somewhat nice.
Jin, what about you?
4chan.
That wasn't an option. Is
Give me
there
months.
a Monster Hunter section on 4chan?
There will be as soon as I get off this stream and start doing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna post the best spoilers, the best ones that nobody knows about yet.
Jim,
Don't worry.
one question.
Huh?
Where did you get that screenshot from? That looks horribly awful.
Wait, which screenshot did you post?
The one that you gave me. So there
Well, I
go,
gave you
buddy.
like fucking 7 of them.
Well, it's not my
I didn't
fault.
get
I
any
can't read English. I don't
from
know.
you.
It's just the first one you sent me.
Alright.
Why don't you read the first one for us?
Okay.
Okay, I'll try to. Which one? There are a lot of replies on that comment.
Alright, hang on. Let me just get over here and look at this shit.
Even though we're all wearing glasses, it's still hard to read.
Can't fucking zoom in. There we go. Oh, this one. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so, Phil, go ahead.
The one that Jin sent.
Yes.
Okay, it's going to be hard to read, so bear with me. From Johan Anderson. I did some settings and food skills. Your damage has 1.5 times than mine. Okay, great English. And how could you make HP is that lower? It's supposed to be 35k, right? I don't know what your build is, I just know that with my build, that's what you hit for. Well, I made exact... holy shit. What I'm reading out is his English, so please.
Yeah, trust me, your English is not bad.
Same build as you showed in your video, and my damage is still 1.5 times lower. I can't see the food skills, but even with booster skill, your damage is higher than mine. Show me your build, cause I guarantee you this is legit. Anderson, I have the exact same build as him. Damage is also exactly like him. Don't believe it, go test your damage on Honey Hunter. Unless you're talking about the second area when Namia is dry, then Tidus does more damage thanks to Evasion Mantle.
Yeah, so basically, people on YouTube are fucking stupid. I don't know what else to say to that one because it's pretty obvious. People, whatever they say.
It's a facepalm moment, and I've had worse on my channel. I don't want to shitpoke anybody who watches me and comments, since I appreciate the support. And those people aren't people like him, like Joe and Anderson. They are legitimately curious, and I respect that, even though it might be obvious to some. So I've received a lot of questions why in the past or in the present I'm using trank bombs earlier than the traps I lay down, or why do I even use trank bombs in the first place? And I don't know why these people don't know this, since there are specific capture quests in the game, and the handler gifts you 3 trank bombs in your inventory straight from out of nowhere, and you have to capture a monster. So my best guess is that those people don't play Monster Hunter that much.
Well, I like how people are so quick to, I don't know, disprove or shit on runs without any real understanding of the game. But I think that's just people in general. If you've been on YouTube at all and watched any of the comments, dude, YouTube comments are the worst.
I thought Steam forum was the worst. YouTube
well,
comments
I was
can
comparing
get pretty
Steam
messy.
to GameFAQs. Now, I don't think Steam comments can be worse than YouTube comments.
The Steam thread comments are actually pretty okay, since most of them do speak against the original poster, but on YouTube. Anyway, hit me up with that second comment.
Jin, did you post?
I think this one was fine. If you don't play the game too much, you might not know that Evasion Mantle gives you an attack boost, since the game, to be fair, the game doesn't make it very apparent what effect certain equips have specifically.
Okay.
I think it does say it makes you hit harder.
Oh
but...
god, Jin, do you want me to blur out names or no?
No, I don't give a shit.
Oh no!
All right,
Oh no!
we're just gonna go with this one. Let's
I don't care if I get roasted. It's fine.
go
Jin,
ahead,
do you
Phil.
want to read it out?
I have it on the stream already, or the overlay, so you might as well fucking go.
1 year ago. Do you want me to read it out?
Yeah, this is you, man. You're
Yeah,
wrong.
we're making you read stuff.
Jin, glad to see a real greatsword user take this TA record. The tag is so insane.
This was on one.
That
of
sounds
Praise
like
Run.
you, Jin.
Mm-hmm. That was me giving credit to Praise Run.
From my beloved Grim Dog X. Jin Fury. Lol, you're a pathetic cunt. Okay, this is starting off really good. Get a job and stop spamming Reddit with your rocksteady health booster cluster spam videos to try to get click views. No one is upvoting them. Take the hint. Grimdog, remember when you told Reddit mods I embarrassed you so badly I verbally made you seek therapy so they banned me for a week?
Okay,
Sadly, that is true.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to give me some insight on this one because I don't know the story behind this.
I bet there was a laugh affair at some point.
Oh, dude, he's just the best. All I can tell you is this: that gentleman decided to cry on Reddit and say that I verbally abused him so bad that he had to seek therapy, so my account was banned for a week. Until I appealed to the mods, who then read everything that he sent in DM and was like, wow, this guy has, some level of narcissism and et cetera, et cetera. And they pulled it.
Random question: what mod did you talk to?
Shit, dude, it'd be in my DMs. I couldn't even tell you anymore. It was over a year and a half ago. It was someone that was on the Discord.
Yeah, I
on
was
Discord
gonna
and
say,
that's it.
was it? Why can't I think of his name? There's a couple of the Discord mods, or I mean Reddit mods that are on Discord as well, but I can't remember who they are. So I'm too drunk. Anyway, fair enough. I was just curious about that one. What has Krim been playing anymore lately? Is he still playing?
Oh, I didn't know we were supposed to do research on the slobs. I didn't do any research on them. I'm sorry. I have no
I
idea.
was just curious. I don't know if you keep up on him or what.
No, not at all, bro. I'm sure he's still, giving beaches out in an alley somewhere for $5. So, I have no clue.
Dude, I don't know why when you said that, I just assumed BJ or buddy Gunner BJ. I was like giving BJs out in the alley. I'm like, what?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
We gotta cut that. We gotta cut that. We don't want to have BJ feel offended.
I feel bad. Okay, so I feel bad for BJ because BJ kind of got a lot of flack. Well, I wouldn't say flack, but he got a lot of shit from this whole PC running thing that's happened in the past week. He feels very unmotivated to do any runs because fucking PC being PC.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what to tell him because
There's nothing to tell him.
I get that.
I think the best thing for him to do would be to uninstall visual mods so it doesn't.
No,
Nobody.
BJ plays on
PC, right? I'm not going to watch
sense.
this.
BJ
No.
plays on console. That's the thing. So BJ does TA runs and stuff on console, and he plays only gunner weapons. And the problem is that gunner is 100 times better on PC just because of frame rate and stuff, not including quality of life changes like lowest HP roll for arena quests, having temper booster on, which is a pretty sizable boost in damage. I'll easily shave a couple seconds off a run, and stuff like that. So BJ's feeling pretty unmotivated to do runs right now because he feels there's no real reason to do them compared to PC, because you can't beat PC like at all, and it takes way less effort to do on PC.
But the exact same phenomenon happens on base game back then too, and people were still running on their consoles. And right now we have an even bigger difference for light bowgun, at least, due to Stormsling existing on Xbox and not on any other console.
So BJ's got it right. There's no reason to run on console. It's done. It's dead. Like, what's the competitive aspect? Like,
I mean, back then, I think we did try to separate console runs from PC runs as much.
I think we
as
still do. I think everyone puts, PC in the title of their PC runs. I think
Why
we
do
don't.
people do runs usually? They do it
Phil,
to get
you don't
views.
do runs.
The average viewer has no idea on PC or PS4. They get caught up into the mist of whatever the argument is, but they just look at the time. So if PC inherently gets you the lower time, that's going to be where people want to be, and that's where people get offended. They're like, well, listen, if I put in all this effort, this guy's going to put in half as much time and get, in essence, the views on the run because he'll have a lower time. And I told you the answer a year and a half ago, and I'll tell you now: got to buy a PC. If you're trying to have the lowest times, you got to run a PC. You're going to just make yourself feel inferior because you're always going to be trying to convince yourself that you can beat some time that is 99 literally times harder than it would be had you been on the opposite system. It's just too difficult.
I get that, but at the same time, not everyone can just go out and buy a PC.
Understood, but at the same time, you want to sit there and just, because if they were casually playing this game for fun, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The only reason they want to play it is for a competitive aspect.
Okay, that's fair.
If you can't have the equipment to do it, that's it. Like, if you can't play the game at the highest level, you shouldn't be playing this game. If that's why you're playing it. If you're doing it for recognition or whatever, you shouldn't be if you're not willing to jump onto the boat or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now, do you still feel that way with this stigma around, okay, all PC runs are cheated, so you should only be playing on console in the first place? Or how does that...
No, because if the people on PS4 could have the same thing, they'd be doing the same shit too. It's a jealousy thing. It's not a thing about, oh my honor. No, they want it. They want the booster. They want the Phalanx stuff. Everybody wants to... No one wants to go through additional layers of
you can
RNG.
set up food skills like you can in PC. You can preload a save that has, guaranteed temper booster every time you do a run. The only difference is every time you fail, you have to quit and re-download the save off the cloud. It's just more of a time thing. So there's nothing other than rolling for HP RNG that console has over or PC.
But that time is what drives people insane. That's where the difference maker is.
I get
that
it.
time will break people because there are people who can sit through hours on hours and just kind of knead it up and run 10 hours at a time and just have a 3-minute span where they're doing the same thing. There are other people where if they don't break that 3-minute span down into 6 seconds for the loading or the prep, then they can't function. And you see it with runners stopping or coming on at the times that they do. I mean, it really shows the type of runner that you are, I think. Not to say that there aren't new people that came out that didn't come in and kick everyone's ass, because there's a ton of them. I mean, I see a bunch of PC runners who are coming out and they take like 90 hours to get a run, and then they finally get a world record. Those are the runners that I give credit to. That they're really trying to put in the effort. And it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough to get some of these world records right now, man. There's a lot of variables. A lot of things you can't track. It's a rough area. Real rough area right now.
What were you gonna say, Phil?
Isn't there a small group for PS4 working on mods for PS4?
So you can mod PS4. That is a thing. The only problem is you have to hack your PS4, which is only doable on the older firmwares. So if you've already updated to play online and stuff, you're kind of shit out of luck there.
So it's
And that
basically
was like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago before you had to.
And here's the thing, mods came out on the PS4 version way before they came out on the PC version. Like, before PC was out, there were mods on the PS4 version to do crazy shit. So, I mean, it was a thing. It's just, it is infinitely harder to get into.
Why are you smiling, Jim?
Because I wish I would have had those mods.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I
bought
wish-
2 Switches, just... You
I do
have
whatever
2
it takes to have fun in the game. You should play the game however you want and not worry about how other people view it. But at the same time, if you're trying to be a competitor, you have to understand that your your runs are going to be looked at underneath optics from a lot of people who are going to scrutinize them. And I think that's a
the
big
issue-
thing that. Go ahead, Phil.
I think the issue is for people like BJ. They certainly have to enjoy running, otherwise they wouldn't do it. Even if it's more for the success part than anything, they have to enjoy it for at least 50% of the run. If you don't enjoy what you do, you should
They all
do
enjoy
it.
it. There's just no end game. There's no result for them. Then that's the whole thing. They'll put in all that time, but still, you want it. You want recognition. The human body, the human mind. I'm sorry, the human mind wants recognition and attention. And when you know that you're going into a room against, like, let's say this: if you were going to compete against Michael Jordan, you know you're not going to get watched with Michael Jordan's in the room, right? Like if you're playing basketball, it's the same exact kind of thing. PC versus console. So I get exactly where he's coming from. He would never get the same. I guess attention's really the only word.
Then you'd say that everybody who plays basketball and sees Michael Jordan as their idol, as their figure they want to try to be, then they should just stop it because there's no reason to.
Well, no,
do it.
the difference is that it's like saying, like, all the old baseball players that had like 1.5 million home runs because of steroids, and you want to be like them without steroids. It was legal then, not anymore. It's like,
I think the best thing we could do is try to separate console from PC even more,
well,
to encourage that.
and I think, I mean, what do you mean by even more? Because we do. I think all the leaderboard sites separated already.
I do know that Shins did. You were able to filter from console to PC.
Right, and because they are totally different, 100% different. The only reason why I brought it up is because I don't know what to tell people like BJ and people who play on console who want to get into speedrunning. What motivation would they have to do it besides telling them just get a PC? Because
That's the only thing you can tell them. Don't lie to them.
But I mean, no one's gonna go out of the way to buy a PC to play Monster Hunter to do speedruns specifically. You have to already want to do it. But
yes,
what do you
That's
tell?
the inherent problem with this game. That's the problem.
But when did BJ start? I know he did start
Oh,
a
BJ's
long
been
time.
playing forever.
Years, multiple
But
generations.
even in base game, that on console you weren't able to achieve what PC can achieve. And if he did play during base game, then why does he suddenly now have that kind of mindset where he doesn't want to run things?
Okay, honestly,
console?
I think it's because when we were first playing in base game, there was not a lot of bow gun and bow runners. Like, nobody was playing gunner stuff. And
Cyber.
well, yes, Sybil and a couple, but there was not very many. There was less than a handful. Now, fucking everyone plays gun, and a lot of people play gun on PC. So there's like, it's not just like 1 or 2 people can beat his times. There's like fucking 30 people that can post times quicker than
to
him.
be fair, so many weapons have the same phenomenon. So, for example, for sword shield,
Dude,
I have a question.
a lot of buffs,
I have a
of course.
question.
But
Why do PC gunners lie about using the overlay?
I think PC in general, most people probably use overlay.
Why does
I don't
everyone
wonder why
lie?
anybody would lie about what setup they use. I openly admit I do use cheat engine in order to gain food buffs.
Sure.
I do use overlay,
Sure.
even for runs, not even for planning. I try to get as many legal advantages that I can get. I don't modify any stats from the monster, but I do admit to use overlay. And I do not know why people have so much pride or so much anxiety over telling other people that they are using it. Because
overlay
a
is
tiny fraction of my viewers who were against it. I don't know many people who are I don't know. I think I can't even count to 3 of people who watch my shit and openly say, okay, I don't like that. I will not continue to watch you since you use overlay, since you use cheat engines, since you use mods. I really don't know many people, and I don't think many people do mind
it's
it.
because they don't know what it is. They don't understand that, like, and I'll say this to everybody. If you guys are using overlays on your runs, you're not a speedrunner. Like, I would say that to you, and I would say that to everybody. You're not a real speedrunner. You're cheating. You're over the line in the fact that you're having an outside the game executable that literally tells you what the monster is doing next. I think it's cheating. I think it's over the line, and I think that that's where a lot of the issues come, because once we started kind of trying to figure out what we were defining as, overlay blew everything out of the water. Overlay just literally redestroyed like how you could even look at a run properly, because you can tell most of the time
because the stagger lock, anyone can lock a monster with overlay.
Yes.
Right.
Why do you have a screwdriver in your hand?
I have one on my desk. I don't know. I play with stuff. I have like ADD, and I have to be playing with shit all the time. So
anyway, that's Jin.
So anyway, yeah, I get it, Jin. Overlay is definitely something that is ridiculous. I mean, not thing. Ridiculous in that it's.
It is ridiculous.
The worst thing that ever happened to Monster Hunter speedrun.
Yeah, probably.
Worst. If overlay didn't exist, you wouldn't give a shit about anything else.
I already don't. Like, that's the reason why I'll never beat Sybils or all these other like China runs and stuff. They're way better than my runs. I don't like using overlay. I do use it for non-TA stuff whenever I play 4-player and I'm checking, status thresholds and stuff like that, because it doesn't fucking matter. If you're playing non-TA,
that's it right there. You said it yourself. It doesn't matter. You're not using it in a competitive aspect. The minute you put world record on one of your YouTube videos and you upload it saying, "Oh, I earned this," you're lying. You're lying. That's what it is.
And that's fair.
There are people out there who grinds runs for 90 hours. What you said before, there are some unlucky people who have to work a ton to get their runs. And even if they use overlay, they still earn their time. If you put in 90 hours, like Cyber or Sybil, however you want to pronounce it, he used overlay, he used cheat engine, and he still grinded a fuck ton to get those insane times, because it still wasn't as easy as you think, and he totally deserved that. And that's the case for many others who do not have the same talent as Sybil. They have to grind 30 up to 90 hours, even if they have overlay, even if they have cheat engine.
If it was so hard, how come everyone's doing it? How come every single person is doing that now if it's that hard?
Yeah, I don't really.
How can you say every single person is doing it if we free all
How many new gunners are there now that are just beating everyone's record by like 1 second over and over again? There's 20 new ones on the Discord alone.
Yeah, there's a lot. But that's why I stopped caring. It's because
that's what I'm saying. Like, how could you care anymore? Like, everyone's doing the same thing. Oh, so you're all gonna run overlay. You're gonna hit R2 until the thing pauses and has a break. Then, if it's in the middle of an animation, you're gonna shoot it again so you can lock it when it gets done with the animation. Like, all the runs got boring. People like, why do people stop?
Not to be fair, the run we're going to watch later on, the Savage Jho from Tatsuffy, that one really surprised me. For
I haven't watched it yet. I'm sure it'll be cool.
You want to boot it up really quick since we're talking about it?
Before we're going to watch it, I do wonder how much time he could save if he got more lucky with spare shot, because I've tried to count and he didn't get that lucky.
He did not. But the non-TA setup is totally not spare shot dependent. But
I know, because he could definitely shave off.
Oh yeah, he definitely could. He could shave off 5 seconds for sure. So
let's load this one up.
I'm gonna go ahead and play it in 3, 2, 1. So this is a new video from Tatsuffy he did just the other day. Who's doing Dragon Light Bowgun, because we got our Shara weapons that have innate crit element on top of Safi bonus. Our Elemental Light Bowguns are fucking ape shit right now.
Watch that damage. Just watch it. It's insane. I didn't know Dragon Ammunition could deal so much damage.
Yeah. Good old para. And yeah, 127 a tick. Ugh. Gross.
Yeah.
That's absolutely absurd.
Yes. The funniest thing is, at the launch of Iceborne, so many people thought, including me, that Lightbow gun got better, but still isn't that great, and now it's the second best, or sometimes outperformed by a wall abuse bow, but if we don't count
yeah,
wall abuse
150.
barrier stuff, light bow gun is really strong.
Well, and it's because Safi really pushed it over the edge.
It's definitely better than sword and shield.
And then pop, that's it.
Wow. Wow.
The thing is, he didn't need spare shot. He had a couple, but he really didn't need it. He had extra ammo to live with. It's just dragon ammo. We never used dragon ammo in Iceborne because monsters have so much HP, and there wasn't a good way to scale dragon. But now that we have Safi 5-piece on top of crit element, and we can still run spare shot, it ramped up so hard. It's absolutely insane.
I still think spare shot shouldn't have been implemented.
Oh, I fucking hate spare shot so much. I spent 11 hours doing fucking Diablos to try to beat Roll's run because he got 22 dragon spare shots, or I mean 22 total. So he got like 9 extra spare shots, and it took me 11 hours to get also 9, and it's fucking stupid. I hate it.
Either it should have been, okay, every third shot is going to be saved, so it's a fixed amount of spare shots you're going to proc, or it just shouldn't have been a thing at all.
It's stupid. Why did we bring this up, by the way? What were we talking about?
The thing is, 30% is so high that you want to take the chance, and yeah, 30% can occur a lot, but it can also screw you over a ton. And I don't know, I'm glad it's only for light bowgun and heavy bowgun, since I didn't want...
A lot of heavy bowguns dipping away from it now. My last 2 heavy bowgun runs, I took off spare shot. It's just not worth it. We can get so much more raw increase via the Agitator 7 or Max Might stuff.
It's a lot of DPS burst boosts for sure, absolutely. The gear has gotten really good recently.
And it's also because like a lot of good heavy bowgun MMOs now we're on like clip 9 fast reload. It's like the reload doesn't make that much of a difference anymore. It's not like before where we had, clip size 3 on normal reload.
I mean, to be fair, I did expect his dragon ammunition to reload a lot slower, but he actually reloads it quite fast.
Well, yeah, because he's running 2 recoil, 2 reload, so it's on recoil, 1 fast reload. No power barrel.
Oh.
It's good stuff. But yeah, why did we bring this up again? I kind of lost track of what we were doing.
I don't know. I've been drinking shots. You got no script.
Yeah, right. We were talking.
I don't know.
Oh, so we were talking about overlay, and then you brought up Tatsuffy's run, which is absolutely insane. Now, you don't need overlay to do Savage Jho, to be fair. Savage Jho will literally fucking stagger lock himself. That's ridiculous. I think Savage Jho...
I want to go back to that for a minute. I can't believe... I'm still not of the idea, like... You know what? Never mind. I don't even know, man.
No.
How could you even try and post any run if you use overlay in the run, Phil? I'll ask you specifically. How do you get anything out of that? So in your head versus my head, I think I figured it out actually. Just as I'm saying this, we view overlay differently. You view it as not outside the realm of cheating, and I view it outside the realm. I think it just comes down to the eye of the beholder, and it's easy to use. It's acceptable because you can't prove it. And I think that'd be it, right?
It
kind of makes
sense.
Okay.
The main reason why I do not consider it to be cheating is that you do not directly alternate the flow of the game. You get extra information that you shouldn't get, yes, but you do not reduce the monster stats, you do not boost your stats, you do not alternate anything that the game gives to you. You just get extra information. And
but in this game, knowledge is power. We've proven that. That's why when someone does one speed run, everyone copies that speed run and only fixes it by 1 second. Knowledge.
I don't know
the
who even
biggest thing.
started with that overlay. I think it was TSC, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think he
advertised it quite heavily. Why you use it.
I used it after you convinced me to. I still remember that. When I joined your server back in 2018, I was so against using any mods, and then I ended up installing, okay, let's fix those HP rolls, and then I kind of got the taste of having less RNG. And then at some point you convinced me to use overlay because it's so much more convenient and it's so much...
let's be clear, because the way you're wording it is making it sound like I'm in the same realm as you, and I'm not. And I want to differentiate that, and that's what I'm trying to say here. You use overlay for runs, and you post them for world record. I do not, and that's why my
I don't
runs
think
take
Phil's
so much
ever
longer.
posted a world record run, to be fair.
That also could be true, but I just want to say you said it the exact same way twice, Phil, and I never once told you to use overlay in your runs, and I just want to be clear to that for all the viewers. I think you're doing it wrong, and I'm trying to make sure that people don't do it that way, and I'm trying to understand why you do it that way, like what you gain out of it.
You know me, I'm lazy.
Okay, and I think that that's a very valid response. Oh my god, I think that makes perfect sense too.
I'm honest, I'm lazy. I do not like putting in more time than 6 hours max into my runs. And Fem knows, okay, Fem might not know, but Jin knows that. Every single one of my runs doesn't have over 200 resets. That's probably my max. I think for No Gigante I went over it with 300 resets, but that's it. I do not work a lot for my runs. I can't say that, oh my god, I spent 90 hours on my No Gigante.
Well, and see, and
I world record.
And I see both sides of this. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, Phil.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
It's like, and I get where both sides come from. Because I'm not gonna say I don't use the overlay. I have. I don't like using it. I don't use it for my runs, but I have used it. But it's like, yeah, people are, like Phil said, lazy and don't want to do what you can do, which is count damage. And like Jin said, yeah, it's cheating and people shouldn't use it, but
100%.
there's no way to detect it unless, I mean, sometimes it's pretty obvious. And so that they do it just because they can. So, I mean, I see both sides of it. I got to the point where I stopped caring because there's so many people running now that there's someone better. There's always gonna be someone better than you. That's just the nature of the beast. Yeah. And for me, it's more like I see people using it if they want to really crush down as low as times as possible. And the only way you're gonna do that is with extra help from like overlay, so you can see when fucking you have to stagger stuff. And I get that. And then if you're doing stuff like that, you're doing non-TA, if you want to get the absolute lowest times possible, I really couldn't care less if you use the overlay or not. I really don't. That's, for me, that's the nature of the beast with non-TA. You are doing everything to get as low as time as possible. Sorry, what were you going to say, Phil?
One more aspect of overlay. I think in my... I've never heard this from anybody else. I think you also have to look at who is playing which weapon. For example, if you have heavy bowgun, it's very, very easy to count shots.
Well, right, and that's why I don't like it so much, because for bowguns in general, it's really fucking easy to count. It's pretty consistent.
Yes. But if you look at another weapon like dual blades,
yeah, good
holy
luck.
shit, I do not want to count damage on dual blades.
I don't want to count damage on anything. I don't want to do any of
True,
that.
but it's so much easier to do.
That's exactly why people use overlay. It's because they don't want to count.
And that's why Monster Hunter is horrible and boring as shit now. And the runs were better 100 times by last year. And all the new runners are jokes. I mean, what's reality? Like, everyone has to use the lowest common denominator to get to shit. Why do you think console people are freaking out? They're pissed, and they should be.
I get it.
That fucking sucks.
Yep.
Imagine that. Imagine someone running Sword and Shield against, say, Phil, right? Phil comes in, uses overlay, shits all over them, beats their run by 10 seconds. Phil didn't do shit. He did it in 6 hours by his own volition versus someone who does 90 hours of struggling just on resetting alone. I would blow my brains out. How the hell would you even have fun playing that game? You literally couldn't have fun. You couldn't.
Even if you have overlay, you still have to take into account that some players this might be their first Monster Hunter, and their natural talent might be much lower than the person who plays Monster Hunter 4. When the first fucking game released on PSP, it was Monster Hunter 1 in 2005. If you have somebody who plays for 15 years, the chance that he's going to pick up the game or the pace of the speedrun a lot quicker than you have to expect that. If you're new to the game, or if you're a newcomer like so many others are in Iceborne, you have to take into account that there are also competitors who have been playing the game so much more than you. And even if it's only offline, you see so many runners on there who are mastering 700 plus. If somebody's mastering 700 plus 2 months after Iceborne released, you know they play a shit ton.
I think it's a pretty poor excuse to use overlay, but okay.
Yeah, they didn't really make a
No,
lot
no,
of
I'm not saying...
If someone's going to go ahead and like spend half their time learning a craft, say they're learning, jujitsu, and then someone takes a bunch of steroids to beat them in some competition, even though they put in less time and less knowledge, I think that kind of diminishes the person who's put in all that time for the past couple of years, and I get why they would be upset.
If you want to be competitive, yes, I do agree. If you really want to be truly competitive in that rule set, you have to use it. I totally agree on that.
I think
I think it's in any rule set.
Is that so I think the actual problem is twofold. One, we're all humans, and humans fucking suck. And two is that this is literally just a game, and it's really easy to cheat, like steroids and shit, where it's not really detectable, and nobody cares that much to, go through the run and double check it. But some people do.
We need mandatory drug testing for speedrunners from now on. No more just from start to the end of the screen.
But
I want to see 8 hours of testing before urine samples.
It's getting to the point where it's not something people are going to have fun with when you start being absolutely insane with, all this stuff that has to be... I don't know what I'm saying. I'm fucking drunk. I think it's just getting ridiculous either way. It's something that wasn't supposed to be taken so seriously is taking very seriously now. And there's a huge divide in not only, we've talked many times about the casuals versus the speedrunners, how much they hate us and blah, 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 and I get it. But now we're like, console versus PC, overlay versus not, crap like that. I think it's just gotten out of hand. It's gotten way out of hand. Jin's right. Monster Hunter coming to PC was a mistake. It was a mistake, and look what happens.
To end it on a rather positive note, if you didn't watch it yet, which many didn't, there is a Monster Hunter Try speedrun with tool-assisted speedrun, where it's actually 100% perfect.
I fucking love that.
That is so nice
now,
to watch.
I don't understand how that works. So I saw the Try tool-assisted run. How does that get around the AI issue? Do they manipulate the AI to always do what they want, or do they play it frame by frame and have the bot auto-adjust to each frame?
From what I know, tool-assisted speedruns either do reload the save until it works, or they go frame by frame and use the most ideal setup. That's what I understand. I can't imagine somebody having such a monstrous PC to always reload that save state. So I do think it's just played frame by frame.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because I was like, how do you possibly, even as a computer reading it, guess that?
The speedrun used Greatsword, so it's quite easy frame by frame to always land the full charge, and most of the times the monster is going to stagger from a full charge.
Right.
So I think for Greatsword it's a lot easier for a... Of course I don't know, since I don't play tool-assisted Monster Hunter like ever, and I don't think over 99% of the Monster Hunter community is going to. But I think for weapons like Greatsword to have one big hit if timed well, it's a lot easier.
I hope you realize that, man. Overlay is tool assisted. You know that, right? It's outside the box executable. It's literally, by definition, tool assisted.
You can say it like that.
Do you run an outside executable?
Hey, Jin, random question though. So, if stuff like that is a thing, then what about like MMOs with add-ons?
Oh yeah. Well, so are you talking about like infrastructure for like UI add-ons where you're like looking at like?
I mean, there's add-ons. I mean, I haven't played an MMO in forever, but I remember back in the day, like for WoW, and I'm sure Final Fantasy's got them too.
Sure.
Like there's overlays to tell you when raid bosses are doing attacks. So
they encourage that. They've got that coding in there for some reason, and that's been going on for almost every MMO. So I have to think that if they wanted to get rid of that, they probably would do some type of parsing. I think you almost even need it for some of the mechanics, because when you look at like main tank rotations or like healing rotations on some of those giant DPS fights and random MMOs, I think you almost need to know what's coming. Like I don't know how you'd play it without it. But, I mean, then again, I haven't played an MMO in a while.
Like I said, I haven't played one forever. But I mean, I forget what the fuck the add-on was back when you needed it for like Molten Core back in the day. It was just Deadly Boss Mod. That's what it was. It would tell you when every boss was going to do like a certain timer or attack that people had to avoid, and who he put a debuff on what person, etc. Stuff like that wasn't considered cheating.
Nope.
And I'm just curious, like why not? Because I mean, it's an executable thing. You have to run from outside of the game. Technically, it's an add-on you put into the game. That's a mod.
Yeah, it wasn't an executable. That's why. That's the.
But it was a mod.
One area. It was a mod that they allowed. There's no like. Is there? I mean, would you? I guess this is what I'm talking about. Like where you get into like the really murky area, dude. See, because I would argue that what you are referencing is okay and not tool assisted, because you're not running a separate non-WoW or non-EverQuest.
Okay, but what? Okay, so what if we had overlay, but it was a mod, not an executable.
True.
Then I think, don't we already have that?
I don't know.
We don't.
I have no idea.
I think
from
then
what
we're in
I know-
another. Now we're asking another question to me. Well, how? Okay, so how would I view
I
that?
mean, I get it. I
think-
get it. Either way, yeah, it's not kosher. It's not kosher.
I would still say, yeah, you
That
shouldn't.
came from you. That
Yeah.
had to come from you.
But still, I'm just wondering, like, games have always been this way, even in like competitive speed. I don't even say competitive, just speedrunning in general. People have always found ways to.
Yes.
shit.
I wanted to bring that up back in the era where Zelda games were, or Super Mario 64 was extremely popular to speedrun. People tried to find ways to get an advantage over each other, so they bought some random ass Chinese console which had a tiny bit of higher frame rate than others, and thus
Is that a
That's-
thing?
like 10 seconds had 10 seconds faster speedrun simply because they bought that remade console.
Is that an actual thing? Do Chinese consoles or just a random fucking
I
console
don't know
have
if
higher frame
Chinese
rate?
specifically, but there are so many fake consoles that aren't official that people use to speedrun on simply because they have like it's a frame rate of 2 higher. Like instead of 18, they have 20.
Huh.
And that's
interesting.
why on very popular old speedruns, you have a separation of different consoles. I don't know the exact name, but I do know it happened for many of these Zelda games. I think Ocarina of Time, for example.
Everyone cheats with Ocarina of Time. Now you just skip to the beginning, to the end of the game by just running around like a Deku seat and doing a backflip. I just watched like a 10-minute video of it. So, I mean, again, it's
I think the history of Wrong Warp is totally different, but
I think it's super interesting to see such an old game still finding new exploits today.
you see that Wind Waker finally got past the big Hyrule Castle barrier glitch. They've been looking for that for fucking years, and it shaved like 20 minutes off the time.
Jeez.
And I still don't know, because I don't know what he's called, but he's on the Jin Court as well. He recently complained about Final Fantasy VII Remake speedrunning, where they do not differentiate between a glitchless run and a glitched run. When you already have skips that save you over 23 minutes, how can you not make categories out of that?
Because whoever's in charge doesn't care that much, apparently.
That's what I
Laziness,
said.
bro. Laziness. That's it. And that's why we were talking about what's the big issue here. There's no governing body from Capcom
But, okay,
about runs. That's
And I get that, and that's the thing. So yes, there's no governing body, but then also
That's
you're
it.
turning something that's supposed to be just kind of for fun into you're making it a regulatory system like in a fucking Olympic sport. And I think that's the wrong move as well. I think people just gotta fucking chill out a bit. That's it.
True. You don't often see me get upset. You don't often see.
It's because you're not often around.
I don't know if chilling out is the right answer. Let me put a counterpoint on that. Here's why. So passionate people are going to be passionate, right?
Right.
And that means that the more time you put into something, the more that you're going to have invested, you're going to have a feeling towards it. I don't know if chilling out because someone cut the cord, or I'm sorry, if someone cut corners and is broadcasting it as something different than it is. I mean, just like, someone gets
Okay. Perhaps chilling out is not the way to go for. Perhaps
It is
just
for me.
not shitting on an entire player base because they play on PC. They might not
It-
use
it
it.
doesn't have to
The
be that. It
chances
could
are
be-
very high, but they might not use it.
It could be a player-on-player thing. Look, just like Jin, I mentioned before, I don't give a shit about my times or runs anymore because I know all those Chinese runners that spend all day doing runs are going to beat my times regardless, and I won't beat them. Are they using overlay? I don't know. Are they using other shit like lower HP on monsters? I don't know. I just stopped fucking caring.
Hey, here's how you know if someone's cheating in a Monster Hunter run. If they do this with the gun, bang, 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 stop, turn, bang, 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 bang. That's how you know they're
I
cheating.
can do that on Tio and Luna all day. It's especially for heavy bowgun with spread. 2 shots and then you set the next for the stagger. It's easy. Even like
2 shots.
Even like
2
fucking,
shots.
even like Ruiner back in the day, like AT Nerg from base game. I knew it was 3 spikes or 3 shots to break the spikes on the arm, 4 on the head, 5 on the wings, and I can count that. And I was doing it all day because I don't think overlay counts spike HP.
I
have
do
no
remember
idea how that
it
works.
differently. I think you complained all day about the Pepega move.
That too, because the fucking Papega move one-shot gunners. But
I
still,
think you guys are thinking something differently than I am about the move that I was just trying to animate. I wasn't just trying to talk about stalling. I'm just saying that how many runs have you seen where their person just gets directly into the position of what they know is going to happen on an AI move, not the stagger. Not the stagger.
I don't know.
I'm talking about they reposition themselves and they're like bang, 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 and they start taking out the leg or whatever when it's doing something.
You are perfectly describing old gen Monster Hunter speedruns.
I don't know about that. I'm describing the ones right now where everyone's just cheating you with an overlay and you can tell in 5 seconds. But I don't know about the old ones.
If you want
of which, let's watch some
legitimate
runs.
speedruns for Monster Hunter where you have to respond to AI, you have to watch old.
Yeah,
gen.
that's different. The old head turn thing. We do have a couple other runs to watch here. We got a 4-player sub 1.
Is that from Blackreaper?
Diablos. That's from Casti. I don't know who else was doing the runs with it. Was it?
If this is 58
Oh
seconds,
yeah, it was.
it's
Yeah,
from
it was Blackreaper, Angbada playing dual blades, and Deva.
I've seen it. I've seen him uploaded earlier, but I haven't taken a look yet. So
I'm gonna go ahead and start this one in.
God damn it!
3,
It's Deva again.
2, 1. Yeah, no, it's Deva. This is dual blades with QR weapons because QR weapons come with free crit element. And they're running sub 1 Diablos.
All right, do the countdown, boy.
I already started playing. I said
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Which second are you at?
20.
It doesn't matter. It's only 58 seconds anyway.
Yeah, it's a slow run. It looks like they were running 1 para dual blades.
Yes. Blackreaper in his title said something about para since Diablo's para.
Yeah,
Why
it's
did,
para
why
threshold.
did they use a flash pod to pull him closer to them?
Yeah, not running all the way over there would have saved a couple seconds for sure.
It's fine. It's probably like 1 or 2 seconds.
It's
Well,
still on something like that.
That's
2
a pretty
seconds.
apparent thing to do. Like, you pull a monster to you so you don't run to it. I guess we got... Whatever.
Uh,
I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone.
And they
I don't know how
capped
much
it.
draw the ice dual blades for Shara have, but I do think tenderizing might have been faster. I don't know.
Not when you're doing mostly elemental damage. Okay.
They do have a lot though, but 58 seconds is.
I think it
it's
could be
fa-
done quicker for sure, but that's cool. I mean, you don't see very many, sub 1 dual blades. It's usually heavy bowgun shit. So
Wait, did they all get drunk bird? Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
the worst, dude. Especially because it's on console. Having everyone reset for Drunkbird, that's so annoying.
That's rough.
That sounds. Oh wait, no, Blackreaper didn't get. Did he? He came from a different direction. I don't know if
He
he
might
got.
have spawned from camp. So I mean that's a cool run. I like seeing dual blades 4-player. I mean, yeah, it was just Diablos spam, but
I think
it's
every
different.
4 times a single weapon is always fun to look at, except for heavy bowgun. But to be fair, heavy bowgun 4-player runs haven't been interesting even back then. Like
No,
the Hummy runs. Oh my god.
Okay.
1 light bowgun support, 3 times heavy bowgun. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know why they probably didn't pull, because it probably would have pulled black Diablos or something funky.
Was it
I don't
Black
know.
Diablo is even on the map. If you
No,
see
you're
it,
right. It's not there. Yeah, it wouldn't have pulled him there. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, good run, cool. I mean, they locked him down for sure. That was awesome. I just, I'm still trying to figure out why they didn't pull him closer.
Well, you always figure out strats after you're done with the run, which is
True.
what happens.
58
So.
seconds is still really good. Really
yeah,
good.
but
though.
like pulling is like the first thing in every run for me. I guess I'm just there must be something that I'm not.
No, you're right. Especially since Monster Hunter World has been so old, so everybody should know. Perhaps we are on the wrong side. Perhaps they've tried it and it wasn't faster. Who knows?
So the other run we got here is from our old buddy Dune on the Discord, who ran Thunder Charge Blade versus Gold Rathian. And this is a good run. I love watching Charge Blade stuff. So
Dune's a G.
I'm gonna start this one in
Oh, really? So
3, 2, 1. So PC, obviously. Good old mods for visuals because that's awesome.
you know it's going to be a good run if it starts off with Gilly Mantle.
Is this Duel of Fates? Background?
Huh? Duel of Fates?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't have music on.
Oh, Duel of Sorrow. Okay. Sounds like Duel of Fates. I think it is. I think it's a remix. It's definitely a remix of Duel of Fates. So this is Elemental Charge Blade.
I think that setup could have been a lot better. You don't need Gilly Mantle.
Yeah, I don't think the Gilly Mantle really added a whole lot here.
You
Let's
can
go KO.
throw a rock at the ground and then do a wall bang. I don't know. I think the setup could have been done better, but
I don't understand why enraging it or doing wall bang after wake up. Okay.
They need to get a mantle that makes CB, that like works with CB, something that like buffs like SAED or
Oof.
something, because
Listen.
CB needs some kind of mantle. Like, this sucks.
Those are some chunky hits.
I feel bad that CB doesn't get an advantage. Like, this run is great, but I feel like compared to other weapons, Impact doesn't do anything on CB. You know what I mean? Like, he.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
By the way,
Oh, go ahead.
since this is unscripted, may we watch from Ducko his Switch X run? I was so amazed by watching him play Switch X.
I asked you to fucking link me shit earlier.
No, you didn't.
I 100% did.
I'm gonna grab it for you real quick.
God, Elemental Charge Blade does some juicy numbers though. Those files hitting for 200 to 400. Jesus Christ. I think rather than go Impact Mantle, I think the way to go for this run would have been just to RNG spam for the kickflip from Goldian, just for the dunks. And you just run Evasion Mantle instead for more damage.
I love how CB looks, man. It just looks great.
There we have him. That's the link. That one is such an amazing run, really.
Oh, that was a good capture. I didn't just prep that super early. Okay.
Snuck that one up.
Yeah,
I
so,
sent it into the
okay,
group
I'll
chat.
grab it. So yeah, this is Elemental Charge Blade from Dune. Shout outs to the good old Dune.
Dune,
is
you
best.
beast.
It's a good run. Alright, so what did you link me?
It's amazing. It's really amazing. I was really
Shara Switch Axe,
unironically,
huh?
I was mind blown.
Oh, okay. Let me start. Alright, I'm gonna start this one here.
All right.
In 3, 2, 1. Going.
Pay attention to what he does to his palico. It's really fucking crazy,
He just calls it to get more file ticks, right?
bruh. You watch too much Switch X.
I don't see very many Switch Axe runs because Vanov's gone, sadly.
I haven't seen a single one, so when I saw this, I thought like, damn, son, that is nice.
So wallbang into the pillar, yeah.
Yeah, that's just Shara every time. Can't really do much.
Looks like at least 2 or 3 overlays, maybe even 4 at this point. I'm not sure.
And just spam that signal.
Wait, you can signal while your weapon's out?
Yes.
Yes.
Spam it.
I don't play non-TA, so I don't know. Why is he spamming it though?
Because if every time Switch X hits something, a fire explodes, and the palico has a hitbox. So
Dude, it's
every
so
time you
much
hit your
damage.
palico, there's going to be a small explosion, and it deals
Oh,
damage.
so it's kind of like the double up on the file explosions, like we
Yes.
Vanov did back with the bugs on Odo.
Yes.
So you're calling your cat to bring him towards you.
Yes. So
Oh,
he gets
that's
it as
so
well.
100 IQ. Holy fuck.
Yes. Ducko is a genius, dude. Just fucking high level.
He doesn't run anything besides Shara Ishvalda, but if he does, oh man, it's always. Later on, he uses bounce bombs as well. So fucking bounce bombs. I haven't seen bouncing bombs in a speedrun ever. Like I've never seen them. So when I saw what he did with them, I was.
Fem, how long did it take us to beat this guy the night of launch?
You know, I was thinking that. I swear to God, it took us like 4 hours.
I think it was like 2.5, but it was easily over 2 hours.
It was-
easily.
Because the kid getting one tapped. We were in a high rating gear.
Yeah, oh my god, we died every time. And I was like, can I find a ledge? And then he just decided to make sand whirlpools instead of ledges.
I still remember fighting him for the first time. It also took me a few tries to pick card twice. Man, he has the moves that just obliterate you.
Where did the bounce bombs go? I don't even...
He placed them so they hit one of
so
the...
they dropped the pillar.
Yes.
Oh, god damn, Ducko's got like some big brain strats over here.
Minimum
Yes.
3 brains. 3 brains, 2 overlays. That's how I look at Ducko.
That is some insane strats. Where did he even get the KO from? Oh, he had Impact Mantle on.
I think this is one of the most entertaining
What the
runs
fuck?
I've seen. Twice.
Ducko is so fucking
Dude,
good. Oh my
holy
God,
shit.
Holy shit. See, when I see a
Wow.
run like that, that makes me want to watch a lot of runs, because that run was fucking nasty.
That
was
was-
Taco has, I think he's almost done with every weapon. If you just take a look at his channel, it's insane.
all you range players who are just spamming R2, that's why I watch those runs right there. Oh my god, that was sick. Holy shit.
I don't like watching gunner runs, but I love watching switch axe runs. Jesus
I think
Christ.
Switch Axe is like really cool to watch because the framing on it is so tough, dude. Like, if
it's-
you're going with Switch Axe, you're probably really, really good at this game. I think there's only like 7 Switch Axe players. There's more Switch Axe players than there are aerial hammer players. That's how I know Switch Axe is hard to use.
True.
That's crazy. That was a really good run.
I don't even think I've ever seen someone play aerial hammer outside of TC and Eugen.
Oh, dude, Osiris, bro. And
Oh,
what's his name?
Osiris
Came
does
out
play
too.
aerial hammer.
Cove. I don't know. I want to say his name wrong. Ko. I can't say it right. KOH.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was a dope one, man. Shout out to Ducko being a fucking Mr.
Yeah.
Worldwide right there, dude. Holy shit.
That's good.
Amazing.
All right, so I got one other run here we have on our list
Alright.
because it's the only run I could find of Phil.
Here we go.
So
It's just a worse version of the world record. It's the exact same strat that you've showed off on either your first or second episode of the podcast.
but this is
and
Phil's version.
Yes, it's more safe because when I tried to do the run, funny thing is there is for the setup a lot of RNG. Hang on, where's that run? Oh, I can't. I can just go to my own channel. And if you want me to, I can explain what exactly is RNG.
Sure, I'm gonna play it here in 3, 2, 1.
So you're going to see the exact same start. I'm just going to run up to the monster and throw a pot in order for it to get staggered for me to just get the claw uppercut. But you have to be very, very precise in order to get the right direction you're going to flinch to. And in my speedruns, I've only gotten the right direction once. Every time you do a slinger burst from grappling a monster, there are many different directions you can get thrown off to, and there's one that does save you 1 or 2 seconds, and that does also transition into a different setup. For example, if you want to set up heroics and get the perfect direction you go into, you have your cat to lay down a bomb as well with the what's it called? Meow something. Now that bomb thingy from your Palico. If it doesn't set the bomb, you're not going to receive enough damage to proc heroic, so I have to go a slower route. And I still barely die from heroics. It's the start of this fight is extremely finicky. Once you get it down, the run is just it's every time the same. For me, I had to set down 2 traps instead of 1. Since due to that tiny difference at the start, I don't have enough damage to capture him in the first trap.
So that's all based upon your cat then?
Yes, mostly.
It's pretty
First,
shitty.
The direction of claw, which is extremely finicky. It's not RNG, but you have to be extremely precise from where you grapple onto the monster.
I
And
love that KO. I love that KO, dude. That was cool.
it's a tiny bit of cat RNG, and it's just as I said, I'm lazy. I didn't want to grind that out. But the guy who does have the world record on it, he grinds a fuck ton. I mean, his gen is... I don't want to know how much Monster Hunter he plays every day. Because he does a lot of runs, and he does amazing runs.
205. Yeah, you should get that sub too.
And but I think there's a better setup. There is a Silveros run from NO, who did great sword with 139, I think, and he had a new Silver Raffalo setup.
Yeah, it's got some crazy shit.
Mm-hmm. That Silver Raffalo.
We should do like all great sword runs next time.
I'm down with that.
Okay. Anyone else got anything they want to add, talk about, discuss?
Nah, man, I'm good. Appreciate you always being here, Phemeto. Phil, I appreciate you coming down, man. Those were some good runs we got to see. I actually enjoyed those, all jokes aside, man. That was some good shit there at the end.
I'm very glad to be here, like, really. Even though it wasn't like one of those early episodes which went off about 4 hours.
Well, I mean, we're almost 2 in, so...
Yeah, we got.
But I'm very, very grateful to be here, since I never actually expected you guys to invite me.
Hey, man, if you got a webcam and a beer.
And even though I have sometimes broken English, I hope it was still somewhat...
You probably speak better English than a lot of people in the Mid-South, so...
The thing is, I can speak a lot better, but this is a different environment, and I don't get to be in this kind of environment too many times. Anyway, I don't want to ramble about my English. I'm just very, very appreciative of being here today, and you guys are too...
Good job, Phil.
You two guys are awesome.
All right, I think that'll wrap it up then. So we're going to peace on out of here until whenever we do this again. So
see you guys in a week.
Thanks for hanging around, Phil. All right,
no
peace
problem.
in.